What's up, y'all? This is another episode of The Vocal Agenda. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank everybody for supporting us through this process. And y'all stay tuned because we got more to come. So once again, thank y'all for tuning in. All right, so this is another episode of The Vocal Agenda, where you have myself, D-Lo, and you can follow me on Twitter at AskMeSucker. And you can also follow the podcast page at Agenda Vocal. And y'all can give y'all at name.
This is Erica. You can follow me on Twitter at Sidity_ego. That's SIDITY_ego.
This is Rich. You can follow me on Twitter, RichSayso, Rich Say So.
All right, and our first topic, we're going to talk about Remy's Hollywood Unlocked interview.
Trying to get on, and she was with Fendi, and she was really rapping and doing, you know, her 1-2 thing. And I respect. I had great respect for what she was able to do and what she was able to achieve. And when I came home, we had a conversation where she actually reached out to me and we spoke, and I was just like, I already know what it is because I've been through this. Like, as women in this industry, if you got two chicks and they both pretty and they both are being, I don't know, put on in magazines or in videos or whatever, or they're the it girls, they're gonna be like, oh, it's out of these two, who's gonna, like, if anything, they're always going to come back to. And we had a real conversation. I was like, anything I say, they're going to say I'm coming at you. Anything you say, they're going to say you coming at me. Like, we're not going to let it get to us. And I thought that's where we was at. Like, I
you thought it was honestly, a pact?
Like,
You thought y'all had a real conversation?
Like, I felt it was a real conversation. Like, I don't care about all of the makeup and the outfits or whatever. Like, that's, to me, that's part of her image. I don't feel like that was her as a person. The same way with me. Everyone, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Because I know how I was treated. All people thought I was this ghetto hood girl from wherever, and that could be so far from the truth that, I'll whoop somebody's ass. I'll curse somebody out. I'm with all the antics. But I'm also a mom. I'm also a daughter. I'm also a sister. I'm also a businesswoman. I'm also very smart. There's different things. I know how to cook. I know how to, build a damn frame out of wall. I could do a lot of different things. So I try to give people that same leeway when I meet them. And what led up to the whole Shether thing was I just kept hearing so much things that was going on behind the scenes, and I didn't understand, why would you do this to me? Mm-hmm. Like, why is this
stopping
happening?
The bags,
and it wasn't even just stopping the bag. It was just like petty shit, like just corny things, and that I saw with because if you could tell me anything, I don't listen to anything. Like, when I started seeing it with my own eyes, and people that I know wouldn't lie to me, it was just like I didn't understand, why would you do this? And it was one last straw that I felt like that had just broke the camel's back. I was already annoyed with, as long as this is the way it is, nobody, not just me, no women are ever going to be able to succeed as long as this is how it is. If you don't sound like this, if you don't look like this, and if you're not bowing down to her, we not never gonna get nowhere. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Now, this is what we doing. All right. This, you want to, like, because I'm with everything. And that's how I felt. And I'm everybody except for my husband, because even if I'm wrong, he gonna go with me. He gonna tell me later, like, babe, why would you do that? I don't know, like, just give me a heads up. But he gonna go with me. But everybody's like, Ram, no, you can't. People are gonna be mad at him. I don't care. What you gonna do? Stop not fucking with me? Mm-hmm. Like, you already don't fuck with me. All right, so now it is what it is. And when I did that, people was like, oh, she's just trying to get closer. It's not that. It's don't play with me. Leave me alone. I don't bother people. I got accused of being a bully. I'm not a bully, and I don't bother people. But I have a issue with
people who throw a rock and hide their hand.
No, I have an issue. My thing is, one, I have a hand problem. That's one of my issues. But it's like, you step on my shoelace. Mm-hmm. Like, why you step on my foot? Mm-hmm. Most people be like, oh, you stepping on my foot, I'm going to step on your foot back. Yeah. No, you stepped on my foot. I kind of want to amputate your whole leg. Like, so did I go a little bit too far? Maybe.
It was great hip hop.
But it is what it was. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna see you in the streets and I'm gonna roll up on you. Like it was never nothing like that. It was definitely with the music, but it was just like, yo, leave me alone. Don't we not gonna play with me like this. Like I'm not her.
How did y'all feel about it? Did y'all watch it? What were y'all views? Hello.
I thought like usually Erica goes first, so that's why I was just waiting. Or not.
Well, I'll go first. So I didn't really think that it was like, I guess a meme type thing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think when the video was posted, it was kind of like taken out of context of how it really was supposed to come off. When I looked at it and I got from it that she was telling the story from a, it's already done type standpoint. I respected the way that she spoke about it or handled it because I could see that Jason wanted her to like be messy about it.
But she should have, because she was messy when she did it. So.
But I mean, it's done. It's over with now, like a whole year later. So I wouldn't even get into that messiness with him. Like,
I mean, the purpose of you doing this record, it was a certain purpose, and you were being messy on purpose. So it's like, in my eyes, you should have just gone ahead and discussed what you needed to discuss about it. She should have gotten petty because how she put it out was petty. Nothing was done to that woman, and how she's even explaining it on, on the interview that she did. She felt like it was something that needed to be done because females felt like they couldn't come into the rap game. Mm-hmm. It was all for females. She did it. She did it for females. So it's like, okay, so you had to bring another woman down to uplift other women, to make it seem like other women can come in. Now you're mad that the bar in female rap is so low.
Right.
So,
that makes sense.
I agree with that.
But I think that because she acknowledged the fact that she took it too far without even wanting to like admit it directly. So it's just like she kind of still losing the situation. So I didn't see the point in like being petty about it again, being that it happened a year ago, and then here Jason want to be petty and messy, calling her a cartoon artist and all this other stuff. He wanted Remy to step on that playing field with him, and I kind of respect that she didn't. Now, when it first happened, I wasn't for it. I mean, I get it. It's hip-hop beef. I enjoy hip-hop beef, but Remy coming at Nicki in the way that she did was just random, and you could tell that it was done out of jealousy, which she admitted without directly admitting it. So I just think that it was kind of like, like I said, she told the story from a standpoint where it was just like, what, it's over with, it's done now. Even though she made the comment about the Fendi line and was like, I might want to cop the jacket, but I'm going to play Sheetha in the background so they don't think that I'm being nice. Like, that was pointless. She really didn't have to make that comment.
Put motherfucking money in my pocket. You can play Sheetha all the fuck you want to.
Oh, no. Don't she have her own clothing line, too?
She did.
Or like her collab or something?
I heard that shit is on sale. Somewhere in New York. I don't like these women. Some of these women I do not like.
Well, you know what? She is envious of Nicki. I mean, it was clear. Yeah, it was clear because she did an interview before where she was saying how Nicki came in, took over, did everything, and she did it to such lengths that, other women haven't. And then she was saying, I can understand why other people felt like they can't compete. She said she even felt like she couldn't. So, like when you look at it from that perspective, that point of view, it was jealousy.
Yeah.
Of course.
And after watching the interview,
Go ahead.
I watched it. I kind of I see her differently, but at the same time, I still see the old her. With watching the interview, clearly that big fat thumb was
Ain't
trying
no problem. We never had a problem. No, we good. I told her not. I told her don't feed into things. I told her that. She just blows me. And came out hold this record. Two of them. Exposed your Ghost Rider, bitch. On the second one.
Exactly.
It didn't fucking hit the same. You know you wrote the second one.
Yeah, you could tell. And, like, I get that Remy is aggressive and everything, but if you actually listen to Pat rap and you listen to Remy rap, and if you listen to Shether, you can tell that he coached her or did something in a way for her to be like, all right, bet, execute it this way. Or let me help you out on this line. Because
I don't get why people are so surprised by that. I don't understand why people are so surprised by that. That's her, that's her husband, so it's not going to, if he wanted to help her, he can. He has a lot more experience.
Yeah,
when it comes to rapping. So.
But now it's one of those. Okay, so you put out a diss record, which technically you didn't write.
Yeah.
So is that? Are we holding that as you being credible? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what is this? What is this now? You're putting out diss records that you're not writing, that you're getting helped on.
And not even just that.
But you're supposed to be all about, writing your stuff and, I write my raps. I do all that. Like, really blows me. She contradicts herself like anything that she says. At first, y'all all for Cardi, and all of a sudden now, all the bar is low. Oh, Remy, but let you tell it. You the one that did this. You opened these doors for these women. So should we be blaming your ass?
And another thing with that, like it's like she say people don't want to give her credit for it, but she know what she done. But like even with the bar being lowered, like how come these people not getting in this fake outrage with her when she said it, but when Nicki says it or anybody else, everybody's so mad and ready to jump on these platforms to talk about what doors they open.
Nah, if the bar's so low, why the fuck she can't come out with shit?
Exactly. And then you saw that she mentioned...
low. She gonna end up being like Lil' Kim ass, trying to come out with a motherfucking album. Bitch, you waited too long. Now
but see, the problem is her label should be pushing her to put out an album. And that's the issue.
They should have been pushing her to put out an album during all this hate that Nicki was receiving. It was always this rapper is better, this female is better than her. I felt like these women should have took the time and put out an album.
Agreed.
I just don't think, I feel like she knows and they know that the album's just not going to do numbers. It's just not going to do it. They know that. She knows that. And that's why she don't want to embarrass herself like Lil' Kim did. Lil' Kim, I'm not going to lie, Lil' Kim did embarrass herself because you dropped an album, only sold 1,000. That's really embarrassing. I even think at this point, this underground artist that would drop an album and sell more than you. Yeah. So it's just like, for you being who you are and what you have came from and your legacy to just drop an album and then that's what you get. What I don't understand is why aren't her fans kind of upset with, Barty fans or the other fans because they keep on using her name when it comes to discrediting Nicki, but when it comes to her dropping an album, they don't support it. I would have been looking at it different.
They're still trying to blame this one woman for things being the way that it is, and they're blaming the wrong woman. That's the problem.
And I would have been if I was.
Need to be blaming these others, like holding these artists accountable for what the fuck is happening. Lil' Kim came and Lil' Kim tried to be on everybody else's wave. All these other female rappers' wave she tried to be on. She then made Cash Doll apologize publicly to her. She done been at these other women concerts, popping up, trying to get some of their fans and stuff. But look, that shit didn't help you because ain't nobody streamed that shit. Didn't nobody even promote it. Cardi, she did last minute, but other than that, these women don't fuck with each other. And Remy, of all people, I don't think she fucks with anybody. I honestly don't think Remy fucks with anybody. I feel like, and how she said that she called Yo-Yo and everybody else to bring them up on stage and everything, the reason why they fuck with you because of the purpose behind that. The purpose behind you calling these women was to bring these women on stage and to humiliate Nicki Minaj. That's it.
Exactly.
That was your goal. You tried to do that. You tried to be like, oh, I could bring these women together. You know what? You can bring these women together. Why, Remy? Because first off, you was in fucking jail. These women, some of these women didn't have an issue with you, so-called issue. Some of them probably did, and go ahead and brought, they got together. Oh, well, we're trying to do this. They set this narrative around Nicki that she's not female. She's not about all female rappers, which is a lie. So it's like everything that these female rappers were doing was to basically sit there and try to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? And erase history to show that, oh yeah, we are about each other. We are about female unity. Yeah. Y'all didn't fucking go far in y'all careers at all. These whole careers,
because even with the artists even the artists from the 90s, they had to find other means because people didn't really want to respect the fact that they was rapping. They felt like it was only supposed to be for males. A lot of their careers ended early. They chose acting or they chose something else other than rapping. So Remy pulling them together, that was a moment for all of them to have a gig and get some type money for just performing for maybe 15 seconds. Who knows? Because she said Cardi one was like 15. Her performance was like 15 seconds. So she felt like she gave these artists the opportunity to have 15 seconds on the stage.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh my God. Okay, Remy, you want credit?
Cardi up there. I had these people give Cardi a chance, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, okay.
Yeah, she's trying to basically say she's responsible for Cardi's coming wrong. Yeah, everything.
So are you sitting here taking responsibility for this woman, for her career now? That's what Lil' Kim tried to do. This is exactly what Lil' Kim tried to do to Nicki. You tried to say that you're responsible for this woman's career. How? How are you responsible for my career? Exactly. I've been rapping niggas since I don't know when.
Yeah, and people just don't see that. And to me, I don't understand how you cannot, because it's so similar. With Kim, she clearly was trying to say that she made Nicki. Like Nicki was nothing without her. She was trying to say she made her. Then Remy did the same thing.
I feel like Nicki still would have been the same way with the hair and everything. I honestly. If you ever looked at Nicki's attitude and her personality, even back then when she first was popping, y'all don't think that she would have her hair, colorful hair and shit like that, like she wouldn't be dressing the way that she's dressing. That's why they use her. Use her as far as, hey, let's push out the pop. Let's reintroduce female rap to pop because Nicki had that. You can see that. So this is why I don't understand why a lot of other people, fan-wise, other fans, without Kim, it wouldn't be Nicki. No, Nicki would still be here doing the fucking same shit she was doing.
I agree to that.
She was doing the same shit.
Yeah, but that interview it rubbed me the wrong way because every chance that mom of 6 looking ass tried to do, like he kept on trying to get Remy to insult Nicki or try to get Remy to, give him dirt on something Nicki did. He kept on trying to bait her. And I'm sitting just looking like,
can never say what she did. What did she do?
That's why.
Kind of things. Like what? Like
that's
what?
Why I respect Remy for not taking that route. Other than that, Jason can catch these hands any day.
No,
yeah, because she didn't. Like she wasn't. Female. Yeah, she wasn't really trying to take that route. You can see that.
She should have said what was happening, because my thing
I agree with that.
You've claimed this before. You've claimed, and you and these other females have claimed that this woman is doing things behind the scenes, and we're asking what the fuck is she doing, and y'all can never fucking say shit. What the fuck
I agree to that. I felt like tell us what did she actually do, because she made a reference saying that she saw it firsthand. Like she's saying like, okay, I was there. But then she quickly cut herself off and switched to saying other people told her. So I was just like, wait a minute. Which one is that did you see yourself or did other people? Yeah, did you see yourself or did other people tell you? Which one is it? Because from the way it sounded, it sounded like she was trying. She was saying that I did see myself, but then she caught on to herself and then quickly switched it to other people said, because I don't think she ever really saw anything. I don't think she ever saw anything that would have proved her point.
That was nothing to see. I honestly don't believe that this woman has done anything. The only thing I can honestly see Nikki actually doing is one of those, like, you know, oh, you want me at this show? Who's here? Okay, well, if this person here, I ain't coming. Who the fuck don't do that?
Yeah, but if she does that, how is that? That's the show's choice to choose whether they're gonna block something from going or not. That's not her. If she says, I don't want to go because someone else is there.
I don't consider that a stop the bag. I want to know what bags is she fucking stopping y'all from doing? What is she stopping y'all women from doing?
And then even then, you know, even if, okay, let's just say that she's not lying, but let's just go with the fact that she's probably telling the truth, and let's go with the fact that, you know, it's a possibility that certain award shows or certain places chose a side at that time. So it's like, okay, so even if she didn't give orders to these shows saying, okay, you know, block this person from coming or don't let this person come and show up, if they feel that, okay, if I invite this person, then she's not going to show up without even asking her. If I invite Remy to come, but Nikki may not show up, so you know, I want Nikki to show up, so I'm not going to invite this person so Nikki could show up. That is something, that was a choice made without Nikki's approval, or without even asking Nikki of who you want, you know, would you come here if this person came here? So it goes the same, it's like the same thing with the Beyonce situation. We're saying certain, you know, outlets and platforms probably felt that because whoever's beefing with Beyonce, we're not going to work with you. Beyonce probably didn't tell them to, you know, block these people and not work with them, but because they felt some loyalty to a certain artist, or they have their reasons for why they want this artist to be here or connect with this artist, they purposely took it upon themselves to say, okay, you know, we're not going to work with you. You're beefing with Beyonce. You know, we have a lot of respect for Beyonce, or we have connections, business connections with her, so we're not going to work with you. So it could be situations like that, but that does not mean that Nikki firsthand said, "Oh, I'm not gonna, you know, don't let this person in, or don't let this person attend the show."
I honestly think that woman be too motherfucking busy. She don't even be remembering shit.
Right. So I just think that shows took it upon themselves, or certain outlets took it upon themselves to not invite certain artists, and then they used Nikki's name and said, "You know, we're not gonna invite you because of her." But it may not be that she actually said, "Hey, you know, don't invite this person."
And
they just felt like, "Hey, she's more important. That's the person they want."
That's the issue. That's the problem that I have. It's like, y'all are so openly and willing to sit here and be like, hey, she tried to stop my bag. And when we ask you, how is she stopping your bag, you don't motherfucking know. It's because somebody else told you something. So somebody said she's not going to like it. How do you know that? Just because this person...
And then she had nerve to say, oh, it's people that I trust and know very well. And I'm like, okay, so who are these people?
Exactly.
Who are these people that you trust and know so well that told you stuff, you know, told you stuff?
Exactly. To the point where you couldn't go to her and say something to her your fucking self.
Exactly.
That's the problem that I'm having. It's people that's close to you, that's close to her, that's telling you this shit, but you supposed to be close to her too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a conversation and shit. You couldn't call that woman and ask that woman what the fuck is happening? You couldn't have no receipt and be like, yo, I called her, I tried to text her, but nothing. The same stuff.
Exactly.
To pull, she couldn't pull the stunt Cardi was trying to pull. Isn't this your number? Isn't this your number? I called you. That bitch ain't finna answer the phone for every motherfucking body. At this point, bitch, the number is unknown.
That's true.
But you know what? That's why I said, like, I saw the interview. I'm gonna give her points for not taking it, you know, into a different way, like some other artists probably took it. And she was pretty calm, collected, cool. I feel like she was being genuine with a lot of the things that she was saying. I just feel like there's a big misunderstanding. So if in fact,
I don't believe her because I don't believe Remy. I've seen Remy have sat there and lied in public, and you know what I'm saying, over.
Her story has changed a couple of times.
So it's like I don't.
Let's wrap it up.
That's why I just kind of believe her. Like she could have definitely, you know, said what she had done. That's the only thing I kind of don't get. Like she's done things behind the scenes. You could have said to Remy, you're supposed to be this person, you know what I'm saying, who ain't afraid to hold back, ain't afraid to say anything. But you couldn't say that. You could sit here and give us proof and give us a receipt that this is what this woman has done to you personally.
I'm just gonna say this. I just think her and Nikki, they need to go on Queen Radio and talk it out.
No,
whichever way it goes, it goes that way. But I think it'll be great because I don't think it just looks to the point where she don't want no problems. I'm sure Nikki's kind of over the situation at this point. She done milked it out for all the money she needed to get out of it, and she used Remy and she kept it moving.
What you mean?
So I feel like at this point, no, when I said use the situation, like she just was like, okay, you're gonna be for me, okay, I'm gonna make as much money as I can off of it and then keep it moving. So that's what she did.
Yeah. And Remy
so I just feel like at this point they don't have to. I'm not saying they have to unify and come together and be best friends. I'm not saying that. But it would be interesting for her show, because this would be a great, you have to admit, this would be a great addition for her show. She was invited her and they was trying to, they talk it out. This would also end a lot of the hate that she's getting, because most of it is because of the situation with Remy in the first place. Yeah. So if she was to talk to her and they come to a mutual understanding, that will break down a lot of the hate she's getting, because then people are going to be like, well, you know what? I did thought she was this person because of what Remy said, but then now that it's cleared out that that's not the way it happened, it changes the whole perspective of things. Because this woman is being attacked left and right because of things that Remy said or Remy took out of however it happened. So for her to have her on that show, that would change the whole thing. That's all I'm saying.
It'll change some of it. I get it. It'll change a little bit.
It would do a lot. You may not see it right now until it actually happens.
I know.
But
if
it does.
At the point, I just kind of feel like right now, like it'd be good for her to, to clear up whatever with them, and it might still have people side-eye her, side-eye Nikki, and it's gonna probably cause more hate towards Remy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just feel like it'd be good. I do agree with that. It will be good, but I just don't think it'll do a whole completely 360.
No, it's not going to change at all, because you got to realize as well that Kim also played a big part in that too. Kim and then certain hosts in the certain hosts that have platforms over music played a lot into that.
You've been trying to get this woman going for 10 years, Kim.
But yeah, that's what it is. If she was to have one show with Remy, they squash it, keep it, and just move on. She had one with Kim and squash it. Who else are they really going to... Because those are the two people they always reference to break her down. So who else are they really going to use? You're going to have these hosts that are going to talk about stuff, but it's not going to hold much weight anymore, because they're going to say, well, guess what? Kim and Nikki no longer have problems. They actually, they're cool. Remy and Nikki don't have no problem. I'm not saying I want that for her, because it depends on what she wants.
Kim don't need to be on no fucking show. Kim don't need to be on no show. Kim needs to sit her ass down. They got her ass looking like fucking leprechaun right now. Kim needs to go live her life and sit the fuck down somewhere. You had a show. That show ain't do shit. Now you have this album. The album fucking flop. So it's like, Kim, just enjoy your 50s. That's all.
You know what? For those that are listening, I would actually want that to happen. Not, them becoming friends. If it leads to that, but I would just love for them to talk. Because I would like to hear it would really put a lot of pressure on Kim, too, to really explain what happened. Because she did switch the story up a couple of times.
It definitely did.
She switched it up. That's why I'm saying, putting her on that spot, like, okay, you said I did this, now I'm face to face with you. What really happened? That would change a lot. And it would really pressure her to tell what really happened. Because what you gonna do, live in front of her face?
We know exactly what happened. She's supposed to have signed with Young Money, Young Cash Money. They like, fuck you. They pushed Nikki instead, and she got mad.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
The idea of Nikki going pop was probably what Kim wanted to do. So maybe the idea, of the pop thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably what kind of like Kim was going to probably do, because she was already low-key trying to cross over. So they supposed to be pushing her over, but it couldn't happen. Look at Nikki compared to Kim. And you tell me who the fuck you thought was finna get a pushover to pop?
Yeah, it was I would say it was an insulting move to her. I get that, but it's business regardless. So at that point, you can't blame her for what a label chooses. Who they want. You can't blame her for that. No, if you're gonna be mad at someone, be mad at the label.
Right, exactly. That's my point. Be mad at them. Be mad at these people. But instead, she tried to use Nikki into breaking herself back into this game. As you can see, she's been trying to do that. Come up Nikki's name off years. That woman has talked shit about her in all her interviews and everything, saying identity theft and all this shit like that.
And you know what? Had she played her cards right, and if she did not try to use her, Nikki would have gave her an opportunity to make a comeback. She would have helped her out. She would have. But my point is, she wanted it to be done on her time when she wanted to be come back and pop up. Okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's all I'm saying is that, she wanted it to be done on her time when she wanted to come back into the game, and she saw a ticket, but that ticket just wasn't for her, and that's just what it was. And I feel like her fans also need to come to that, look at it. Look at what really happened. Y'all going off of some fan-made video that her fans made to make it seem like, oh, Nikki was this, Nikki was that. Kim was the nice, humble one that cared about everybody, loved everyone, and wanted to, run off into the sunset with everybody. That's not what really happened. And people don't understand that Kim is not, she's not anyone's fairy godmother. She's not.
That's very true.
Y'all have to just come to the conclusion and look at the facts for yourself. You don't watch you don't have to watch that video. Look at all the facts of everything that led up, and you tell me what really happened.
Yeah, you got to add hers and Nikki's video together. You got to put that shit in there, intertwine that shit together.
Right. All they want to do is look on one side, and I look at the other side.
And it'll make sense. And that's all it was. Kim was not paying attention to that woman until she started to pop a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And once she started to pop, that's when Kim started to have a problem.
Agreed.
Okay, we can go to the next slide.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back with the next topic. All right, y'all. So we about to switch gears a little bit. We're going to slide from the music and slide to the news. So our next topic is going to be about the substitute teacher who got fired for segregation in her classroom. And for the people who listening and you didn't hear about it, basically this substitute teacher, she was a Spanish teacher, I believe. And she segregated her class by the students who had different religious beliefs or whether they support abortion or not. So if y'all read the article, how y'all felt about it? What y'all thought about it?
Some fucking foolishness.
Why you say that?
I'm just sick of all this shit. I'm sick. I'm just sick of it. It's like, I'm tired. I am. I'm sorry. I just don't. This type of topic right here it blows me because it's like we see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just tired of. I'm tired of seeing it. Like I don't know. I don't. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to understand. Like, I mean, people. I don't know what to say. Let me just say that. At this point, I don't really understand why she did what she did. Like, you separating them based on their religious belief. Society's kind of already like that, if we're going to be honest. I mean, everybody is already kind of separated due to what they believe in. If they're Christians, they're separated from the ones who believe in, different gods and goddesses and stuff like that. So, it already, religious beliefs already separate society as it is. I just don't understand why would a teacher take that and implement it into a school system with young kids. Like, I don't understand it.
True. I mean, when I first heard it, I was at work. I heard it on the radio, and I was like, really? And this is me. I'm stepping on the other side of the field right now. But me personally, I didn't really see a problem with it. And I'm going to tell you why. I mean, I get the reasoning behind it because she was within the school. So it's sort of like, okay, we won't teach Christianity in the school. So we're not going to have it. If you do it, you're going to have to suffer the consequences. Okay, I looked at it from that standpoint. Then I also looked at it from the standpoint like, okay, they're saying that she segregated these kids, but they really didn't go into detail as to what led to it. Like, they mentioned that she was a Spanish teacher, but were they having some type of debate? Were they speaking on a topic and different people was giving their viewpoints on it and she separated them or segregated them in that way? Or, how was it? Then I also thought about it. I was like, okay, well, they're saying that she segregated her class to the different beliefs that they had, but in reality, we're segregated every day. It can be a group of black kids right here. We sitting here talking. The white kids gonna walk past and go in their own little corner. You can have people who are Christians. They're gonna stick together, but the ones that they feel as though is going down the wrong path, they're not gonna go and stick with the Christians, and so forth. So I was like, okay, people by default already segregate themselves. So I didn't really see the point in grilling her about segregating her class in the different beliefs that they had, especially when they didn't really go into detail as to why she segregated them.
That's what I was thinking too. And I was looking at it. I was like, okay, so why did she do it? That wasn't explained. This whole thing could be taken out of context, really, because they didn't really go into detail exactly why she did what she did.
Exactly. And not only that, I found it funny that this story didn't really get that much, traffic, but she was also, I think she was suspended with pay or something like that. So it kind of make you think like, okay, they want to like further go into investigation with it and see why she did what she did. But again, we're in white America right now. How could y'all feel as though what she did was just out of this world, racist or whatever the case is, when you got these racist incidents happening on a daily? Y'all never go at these other people who be doing this stuff. Y'all still following behind this man that's the president right now, who's been segregating people since he got in the chair.
And those cops that's going around killing black people, we ain't forget about that.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got these cops out there killing people. Y'all ain't pressuring them, but y'all here over a little classroom incident. Come on.
Exactly. Something that, and I can't even remember. I believe they were in North Carolina. Maybe, I can't remember. But it's just like the people that's more down south. Like, these niggas is racist as I don't know what. And most y'all definitely upset with her for something that y'all do by default every day.
Yeah. I mean, the school, in a way, if you think about it, everything, whether it's a job or everything segregates people. Like,
exactly.
Even the way the government is set up, and the way the jobs are set up, and the way society is, and the way that, we're all brought up to believe certain things, everything is segregation. So it's an everyday practice of life. Really. So I just don't like I said, I wish they would have said exactly what it was that led up to it, so that way we can understand whether we agree with it or we don't agree with it. Exactly. At this point, you just told us she did this, but then you didn't give us a reason.
Same thing I said, but I'm just waiting to see what the results is going to be. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but yeah, I just wish everybody the best. That's all you can do.
Really, that's really all you can do at this point.
Exactly. And since we're on the news subject, I wanted to bring some type of awareness to this. Did y'all know anything about the petition that's going around for the guy who's supposed to be getting executed this month in Texas?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay.
Ooh, Rich. Ooh.
I thought you would have been on point with it. I'm trying to think of the guy's name.
It's been going on this week?
Yeah, it actually... Well, I don't know how long it's been going on, but I saw it this morning. But basically, this guy and I'm gonna get his name in a minute, but he was convicted back in like the 90s. I want to say like 96 for rape allegations that something that he didn't even do. He's innocent. It's been proven that he's been innocent. They even had evidence from, I believe, another inmate that might be in the same prison that kind of tied to the situation. Whatever it was, this man is innocent. They gave him the death sentence, and they plan to execute him this month. I want to say on the 17th or the 20th, somewhere in that range. But they got a petition going around to basically stop them from executing him because he's innocent.
Wait, you have the link to that petition, right?
Yeah, I can send it.
Yeah, please do. But
yeah, I signed up.
This sounds so similar to that. What's that other dude's name? They killed him. They said he did, like, I think they said that he killed a white officer off duty or something like that. But he didn't really do it. Like, they really had no proof he did it. Mm-hmm. And they put him to death. I'm trying to remember his name. It was Troy. It was a Troy something?
I think I know the situation you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
I remember, like, I can't remember his name, but I remember when they killed him, they was holding this like funeral service thing. Well, it's really in a building, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll have a TV where they're actually holding the actual burial service and everything, mm-hmm. and everyone would gather there to see it on that TV. I'm guessing the family wanted privacy or whatever, so you would just see it on the TV. And I remember we went to that event. I think it was in Savannah, Georgia. We went there, and it was so much people there. It was like I think they said it was around like 15,000 or probably like 20,000 people there, and they was marching. But this man basically, he didn't, like his sister said he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it. There was no real proof. Nothing really linked him to the fact that he killed this man. They're just saying he did. They say a black man killed a white man, and then they executed him and killed him. Mm-hmm. So this happened during the time Obama was in office, I think. Yeah, it was about around that time. But I just can't, for some reason, his name is just not clicking. I can't remember his name. But it's like it's so similar.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people has been like signing the petition, even celebrities. His name is Rodney Reed. But
I do hope, I'm just gonna say this, I do pray and hope that if he didn't do this, that he does not get killed for something he didn't do. Because I'm tired of that. That is why a lot of people do not want death penalty to exist, because of stuff like this. I get it when it's someone who went and killed someone who raped someone, whatever the case is, and killed them. I get that. But then when it's innocent people that are getting put there to get killed based on something, what I don't understand is that how can they play around with life like that? If you have no real proof that this man did what he did, like you have no real proof he did whatever y'all saying he did, then why is he going, why is he being set to be killed and y'all have no real proof? Like, does that not come across as, okay, it's a possibility he really didn't do it?
They don't want to even look that far because he's black.
I'm just thinking, like, is this person, this woman, or whatever they say he did whatever too, like, does she have connection with people with high power? Like, what, does someone of high power know her? Because why is it that they're so comfortable putting this man up here to get killed on something they're not even sure that he actually did?
Right.
That's why I'm like, usually when it's something like that, those people, it's someone of power, like, she could have connections with government people, like, you just don't really know.
Mm-hmm. And the thing, they said that he strangled her and killed her, or whatever the case is, but my thing is, if there's a lot of evidence that shows that this man didn't do it, why are y'all so pushed to go ahead and execute him in like 18 days? Like, that should be...
They just want somebody to take the rap for it, preferably black. I'm just gonna say that. That's usually what it is, preferably black. Someone to take the rap for something that happened. But if it was me and I'm a family to that person that died, I would want the person that actually did it to actually face the crime. To face the time or face the penalty for what happened. That's just what it is. Why would you want someone who probably didn't do it to pay instead of the person that actually did it.
Because they stupid. They just want to make sure that somebody's get accounted for it.
And also, to bring light to this, they also said that it was a white police officer who allegedly confessed about killing the lady because he found out, and the lady that died, that was his fiance, the officer. He found out that she was having an affair with Rodney, allegedly. So if he allegedly confessed during a conversation to killing her, but y'all pinned it on him, that should throw a red flag right there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that these things happening, but it does happen a lot. There's a lot of stories like this that happens where people, black people, get into these interracial relationships with these white women that are with someone of some high ranks or federal, connections or whatever the case is. Then they get set up. They get put on death, the death penalty, and they're dead. And it happens a lot. It's just very few of them actually get any kind of media recognition where you know what is happening, but it does happen very often. I just think at this point, you see, because with I can't remember his damn name. What the hell's going on? With what's his name? I'm just gonna say what's his name. I am so sorry to the family. I don't, no disrespect, but to his name, I'm just gonna say that. I remember they signed a petition. They had way more than enough signatures, and it did nothing. They tried to call on Barack Obama to stop it, and there was no response. Which is, to me, that was, I felt like, as a president, and this is if it really got to him or not. I don't know if it really got to him, but something like that, and so much evidence that shows that he possibly didn't do it. A president should get involved, and I don't think Trump is going to get involved in something like this unless it's for political persuasion. Maybe he probably, if he does get involved, it'll be because he's trying to push this message that he cares about black people, whatever the case is. But something like they have to find another way to get people to listen and to get people to rally behind this, because there need to be marches. That something has to happen. Because this man is going to go into a room. They're going to murder him. That's what I call it. They're going to murder him for something he possibly didn't do.
Exactly. But I'm going to definitely send the link out. So for anybody who listening, you can go to my page at Ask Me Sucker. I will have the link up there. Or you can go to Erica or Rich page, because I'm pretty sure it's going to give you, it's going to automatically share that you signed the petition. So y'all can go to one of our pages, click the link, fill it out, do what you got to do, because this man is innocent.
Right.
So we'll be right back with our last topic. Our last topic is about the EMAs, the Europe Music Awards. And we're going to specifically speak on the hip-hop. Because some other artists, I ain't even about to lie to you, I don't know. So, the hip-hop nominations were Nicki, of course, J. Cole, 21 Savage, Cardi B, and Travis Scott. It's crazy that, these were the only nominees, but hey, I get it. So, what y'all thought about it? How y'all
the right
about
person won.
What y'all think?
The right person won, which was Nicki. I feel like when it comes down to fan base voting, the Barbers got it in the can. Doe. Okay? I do feel like you would think that with a woman who has Grammys, number ones that she would have came close to Travis or Nicki numbers as far as voting wise. Mm-hmm. So that my thing is, do you really have motherfucking fans out here?
Right.
Do you really have fans? Because she was nowhere near. Cardi was nowhere near the numbers that Travis Scott and Nicki fans pulled.
Right.
So I'm guessing that one. I'm side-eyeing that one because it's like, bitch, what the fuck? And then you went on live and was asking your fans to vote.
She really did?
So, yes. Yeah. And she was just like, oh, I really want this. You know, you guys go vote. Who you talking to? Because apparently niggas ain't voting for you, bitch. What's really the problem? But but that just goes to show you right there who has fans worldwide versus just in the U.S.
Right.
And it really goes to show you. So when people love to say that, oh, Nicki isn't big, y'all just lying to yourselves. Y'all, you're lying to yourselves just so your fingers can move on your keypad.
Yeah. Basically.
Because there's no reason. There's no reason at all. That woman is nationally known. Like, I don't even know, like, why, you know, it's a problem that she won or a question. You know what I'm saying? And so, her winning.
Can we argue that Travis Scott is also internationally known as well because he was right under her?
Yeah. No. But my thing with Travis Scott is that people try to make it seem as if like that man has white majority. I feel like his fans are majority are white people. I feel like people go white. Black people go to Travis because of his beats.
Yeah.
It's the way, you know what I'm saying, that he structured his songs. You know what I'm saying, how it's produced. But lyrically, no. They only go for the sound. White people are the same way, but his demographic is for white people. Travis Scott it's for white, you know, it's for white people. But he knows how to switch it up, you know what I'm saying, and go back into rapping. Which he don't be rapping, and nigga just be talking and it be auto-tune. But hey, that's rapping.
Yeah.
It's just rapping. That's why I feel like if they want to say he a rapper, Lizzo a rapper too then. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's another story for another month.
Jesus.
I'm tired of that. No. They got to stop that. They keep on trying to cram that woman in every spot she can't fit in. I am tired of it. It's just like, I don't understand.
Oh my God.
I don't get, like, how is she a rapper? Just how? Explain to me, how the hell is she a rapper? In what way?
She do the same thing. She do the same thing Travis Scott doing. She do the same thing that Future be doing sometimes. But don't get me wrong, Future, he does rap. But, you know, he got shit where the nigga singing or the nigga just, you know, talking. And it's rap.
So y'all might as well say August Alsina's a rapper too.
He's legit. No, Chris Brown is, since you want to go there.
Yeah, you can even say Chris Brown's a rapper too. At that point.
And these niggas. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. That was my shit. But I do feel like, you know, again, it goes to show you who has an actual fan base. Travis actually has a fan base.
Mm-hmm. He does.
But it goes to show you as well that musically, we can't rely on black people. You know what I'm saying? For you to only stick to being, you know, and rap. You know what I'm saying? On R&B. No. We can't just stick into that because we can't stick to black people because black people, they want everything for free. I'm sorry. We want shit for free.
No. It's the truth though.
We ain't
that is the whole reason why rap as a genre died out was because of y'all was not investing in it. That's why it died out in the first place. The only reason why it's even a wave is because Nicki and Drake took it and bridged it with pop, and then that new sound that everybody's using is what they did. It's like what you're using now that you're trying to make new was what Nicki and Drake already did. They already did that.
Yeah.
So if you look into it, they bridged it more. So I'm gonna give more credit to Nicki because she kind of really made that her focal point in her career. But still, both of them, they took pop and rap and they bridged it together. And because of what they did, that is what these new rappers are using now. So, like, you know, people don't really give credit where credit is really due. They want to give it to everybody else. They want to say, oh, this person did it. This person did that. But they don't want to give the true person who actually did it credit.
Yeah. But it goes to show you again where it's like, you have to have, if you are to come into the music industry, you can't just focus on one man group. You know what I'm saying? It's going to only get you so far. You know, dealing with our race is only going to get us so far. You know, and it's like you have to have a mindset into thinking bigger and better for yourself. You know, and you can't be mad at artists, especially rappers, that are able to cross over into a different genre. You can't be mad at that because it's like, what you mad for? You can't do it. But again, it just goes to show that you do have that Nicki is still here. She's not fucking going anywhere, regardless of people cancel her or not. This bitch got over 14 million votes.
Which brings me back to what you were saying, was that when people actually thought, because at that point they wasn't revealing the names, but they thought that Cardi was right under her. They didn't realize Cardi only got 2 million. And I was like, and I heard people saying that Cardi went on live, was asking people, say, hey, please vote for me. And then with all that happened, you only got 2 million. So my point is, looking at it from that point of view, and even in the US, 2 million is still very low.
Yeah.
So it's just like, even if that, we don't even know if all of that's even organic votes, because half of those could be bots. We don't know. We know with Atlantic artists that some of them are using bots to get votes online. It's not a surprise. It's been going on for years, especially now, like with this new generation and this whole Instagram, YouTube, become famous overnight, you know, sign a deal in the daytime and become whatever else in the nighttime stuff. It's changed to the point where they're using all type of paid promotions and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, artists, you do pay to get your music out there. Every artist does it, I get that. But some use illegal services to get their stuff well known. And I feel with Cardi, 2 mil, especially she being the hottest wave right now, those numbers are just not adding up. It's not matching the hype. Like, the hype is all the way up here, but the numbers all the way down here.
And I'm kind of happy that they did put her there, because hey, you're big in the United States. Why not bring you out here? You know what I'm saying? Why not have this Europe, you know, war show? You know what I'm saying? Where you got some fans out here. Let's just fucking see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how many fans you got, or how dedicated your fans are. Y'all, you almost had a fucking month, almost a month to vote. So what the fuck is your fans doing if you have them?
Complaining and fussing with other fan bases about how Cardi got a Grammy that somebody handed to her. That's exactly what they was doing.
True.
And they're going to use that Grammy as a crutch. They don't even care about this award. She still got a Grammy. Okay. Something that somebody put in her hand that she didn't even earn herself.
She wasn't even happy. If y'all actually look at when she got that Grammy, she wasn't even happy. It's like, to me, she knew she was getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what? That's the fault of the label. When you have an artist and you're trying to promote them to be the next big thing, you're supposed to make sure that your efforts are, or even if you use paid efforts, they are to get people to gravitate towards her and build her up organically. And that just did not happen. Because if you look at it, her numbers, especially lately, ever since they started doing that investigation into music, she has not been on the charts like that.
Oh, there ain't nobody looking at that.
Right.
The locals ain't looking at that. They just, they don't even care. But all of a sudden, y'all don't care. But at first, y'all was just, Cardi's on the charts. Cardi got a number one. Cardi got this. Where's she at now? Y'all ain't said nothing about her flopping.
A lot of these blogs are on a certain payroll, so they're not going to report about that. You're going to have one or two that's going to come out and say something because they're not being paid. They're going to say what they got to say, but you're not going to have enough to the point where a lot of people can see it, because a lot of them are being paid, or even, I would even like to believe that some of them are contracted to report only on, if they do report on Atlantic artists, they're only allowed to say certain things.
Yeah.
At that point, that's what I'm starting to believe, because there's no way that what she's doing, or even other artists that artists that are signed to Atlantic doing, and nobody says anything. Same thing when it goes to the radio station. Like they will talk down on every other artist, but when it comes to Atlantic artists, they don't want to say much.
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, it's just like, y'all don't ever want to report when they're doing stuff wrong or bad. Y'all only report the good things about them, but you don't report, other things that they do that are completely outrageous. But then when it comes to other artists, y'all have everything to say about them.
Yep.
But yeah, when I saw those votes, and I was just like, something don't sound right about that. That don't look right. Because the hype and everything, her coming in, coming in the game, you get 3 number ones, you get a Grammy, but then you only got 2 million votes. When it's relied upon the actual fans to vote on it, that says something. From now on, I think all I want, every art award that they do, let the fans vote on it.
Yeah. But you're going to do that, especially in this day and age, because they want a certain artist to lose. They want to make it seem like a certain artist is losing. So they are not going to be able. Any fan voted votes that have happened, that woman has won. Unless they gang up on, unless they gang up on her, on the fans, and they start voting for other people. But when it comes down to fans, this woman fans will fucking go hard and vote for her to win every and die. So it's like, if they do that, they're in for a rude awakening.
Exactly.
That's true.
For a rude awakening.
But that just goes back to show you who's really relevant and who's really not.
Yeah, but we know who is. We already know. This woman is still able to win these type of awards. The only ones that's disrespecting her right now are black award shows. That's really it. Like blogs.
But even what I was reading, and I guess it was one of her fans that was, they did a tweet and she quoted it, was basically talking about TMZ and how they are very biased towards her. But it doesn't really shock me, because every time when I see the videos and they're talking about her, they never say any, like, if she does something good that week, they only find the bad in it, and then they'll push that on and push that out there, but they never talk about the good stuff.
And I'm gonna stop
so
you right there.
It doesn't surprise me.
Let's save that topic for the next show, because I definitely got it down for a topic.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that.
So we're gonna talk about that on the next show.
Y'all gotta stay tuned for the next show.
Y'all sure do, because guess what, niggas? It's about to be a bumpy ride, because niggas about to get this Nigga You Thought segment on this next show.
Yes.
Just letting y'all know that. Off the rip. I already got it bookmarked and everything, so y'all better be ready.
But let me just say this last quick message, really quick. I'm going to say, Cardi, you need to be mad at your label. That's what you need to be mad at. Your label is supposed to promote you and make sure that the people see you in the way you should be seen, and make sure that people latch onto you, because especially your debut year, 3 years in, you should be going nowhere but up. You should not be slipping down the ladder and falling all the way back down. You should be climbing to the very top. Now, if you are promoted as one of the best artists of this year, you even got I guess achievement saying you had the biggest solo in 10 years, whatever that was.
Which is a lie.
Right.
Which is a lie. But let's keep going.
Yeah. And then you've also got another press run out there saying that you have the biggest album in the last 10 years. My thing my thing is, with all of that, how can you drop so quick unless those numbers were never real to begin with? There is no way you can make such a huge drastic jump and fall when you being consistent with the way they've pushed you, but then now that is relied onto the actual fans to show who really got your back, they're not doing that. And that is because that's what happens when they use certain artists as a certain tool to break another artist down and build fake numbers to try to tear that artist down, just to realize a investigation comes in, and then as soon as that come in, y'all can't use those certain tools like y'all were using before, because if y'all do use it, that investigation is going to return back with things that y'all have done, and it's going to really legally is going to be a bigger issue. So that's what happens when labels try to use artists to tear down other artists for a certain agenda. That's what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
You spoke facts. So, with all of that being said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Follow the podcast page. Make sure y'all stay tuned for this next show because it's about to be a bumpy ride. We might snatch a couple of wigs. We might knock a couple of headlines off track. But you know what? Y'all stay tuned for this next show. That's all I'm going to say on it.